Wow, wait, let's see what's in here. Look at this. All right. Hey guys, can y'all see this? Come on up. This is 3 pieces of silver. So do y'all know what these might represent? Okay, so you probably already guessed right now that these 3 pieces of silver represent the 30 pieces of silver that Jesus was betrayed with by Judas Iscariot. Now, this whole lesson you can find in Matthew chapter 26, and it tells of the Last Supper, and it tells everything about Jesus when all the disciples are sitting there. And so let me tell you briefly what happened. First of all, Jesus asked the disciples to go to a special room, and because Jesus knew he was about to be arrested, and he knew that this was going to be the last time that all the disciples got together for dinner, basically. And so during that Last Supper, all the disciples were there, and Jesus said, "One of you is going to betray me." And so basically Jesus said the next person who dips his bread in the cup is going to be the one that betrays me. And sure enough, Judas put his bread in the cup, and basically, and even Judas asked Jesus, "Am I the one that you're talking about?" And basically Jesus said, yes, you are the one. And the Bible says that Judas immediately got up and left all the disciples and Jesus, and he went and told the high priest where Jesus was in order to arrest Jesus. Now, the cool thing about this story, it's kind of sad in several aspects, but it's also kind of cool. One of the things that you have to remember and that you have to understand about this whole story is that Jesus knew everything that was going to happen. It did not surprise Jesus at all that Judas Iscariot was going to betray him. And Jesus still picked him as one of his disciples. And so this whole thing was a plan that Jesus had, and Jesus knew that he was going to be arrested, that he was going to be crucified, that he was going to be buried, and that he was going to come back from the dead. And so one of the things that you can know about this, even though this is kind of sad and Judas turned on Jesus, this is actually okay, because this is what needed to happen the whole time. And we're going to talk to y'all a little bit about that as we go on throughout the week. So again, you can go and read this story in Matthew 26 about when Judas went to the high priest and he said, "Hey, how much money will you give me in order for me to tell you where Jesus is going to be?" And so they said, "I'll give you 30 pieces of silver." And sure enough, Judas ended up betraying Jesus. And so that's kind of the first part of the journey. So a couple days ago, Jesus rode into town and into Jerusalem, and everybody was praising him. And then the next minute, one of Jesus's own disciples betrayed him. And so we're going to be talking more tomorrow when we open up another egg. I wonder how I should open up this egg. So make sure you don't try that at home, by the way. Don't use a chainsaw to try to open up an Easter egg. I did have my safety goggles on, okay? So listen, thanks for watching this video. I love you guys. Let's look for egg number 3 tomorrow. See you guys.